then I have a to go. I'm to primary school, so when I do like this, just anything I'm doing, just follow me and do it.
I don't touch yet.
Exactly, is that what Alright, you can start for yourself. You can sit down. We are just doing that to make sure that our muscles are not wasted. Easily high so that I'll do better people in life. And when you grow up, you also do what you have learned. You will remember that people you don't know came to teach you. And some of you may end up being teachers, professional doctors, lawyers, engineers, business people. But you will remember that people came not asking you for anything to make sure that you have at least the minimum you can in terms of education from outsiders, not only what you're being taught in school. We want to expose you to what happens in the urban areas too, so that you will now have a taste of what it's like. Even if you were not schooling here, you are still being taught or told things that happen all over the place or all over the world. So this foundation, the founder actually is from Ubu, and called some people to help, that this is his vision. How do we help these communities? So we started by saying, okay, we'll create literacy, we'll make a literacy club. And we started in 2016 under the foundation. The foundation have been doing other things, but we started in literacy in 2016. And we started with comprehensive secondary school in Ogugu, where we'll be training them on prose, poetry, and drama. Then the next school we went into was St. Mary. My own will not take a long time. Actually, why we're packing it like this is that you're the last school that have started. Remember I said that this literacy club actually started in 2016, but we took off very well in 2017. We started with comprehensive high school. So from there, we started noticing that the students were responding, even to the extent that the principal had to call us that, please, can you come and be teaching the whole school? And we said, there's no way we can teach the whole school. I'm lecturing, he's teaching too, he's a lawyer. How can we do it? So that Saturday is actually the day, this Saturday we are supposed to be at weddings or one thing or the other. But we've dedicated our Saturdays to come and be teaching. It's not that we don't have other things we do, So the principal was like, he had noticed that that group of students, what they now do is that they will cluster one place and be reading. Even if you call them, hey, Chidera, come and do, they will just rush and do that thing, come back and carry their book and be reading. So it was a positive thing for us, and we're happy. By the time we got to Oweli Court, and started with them, initially the students did not come as well. It was due to misinformation. Why? Because we said we were coming, they were not ready. But by the time I said, okay, we all agreed we'll come, they didn't pass the message. So few students that were around were the ones that came. But by the second time we came, almost all the students were there. By the time we got to community school in Mako, the principal, everybody was eager. They wanted more than 20. We said, no, the resources we have is just for 20. If we have more, why won't we come and do that? They were eager. The students were firing questions, we were answering. At the end of the day, we couldn't even finish what we were teaching because the students were participating. That's what we want. Ask us questions. Even if you think it's something that is not here, but you think that these are teachers, they may answer you. Somebody can get up here and say, why is Nigeria like this? Is it not part of an essay writing? We will give you information that we know. So what we want is to make sure your mind is open, that there is information everywhere. Know what is happening, because you're going to be part of the process of getting this country back, together or on point. So We are now here, we're teaching. We want also you to make the difference that other schools are making. We have started, we do excursions. So sometimes we either arrange logistics, carry people to where we're doing it. By next term, we may not be doing it school to school. We'll tell people a bus will come there, carry you. You come to compete. Next other lecture, we are going to St. Mary's. Next one, we are going to Mako. So that you start getting to know the students that are also in the other club, like you. So that when the last one we did, we were in Enugu, Danik hotels. Schools were there, everywhere was just swelling with schools. So these are the kind of things we want. So that it won't be that because you're in the village, you don't know what is happening. No, we want you to have a taste of what is happening in other places. So like those people that have missed coming now, we won't go back to teach this thing again. The next time we're coming, we're teaching fresh topics. But it doesn't stop you from asking questions during the technical session if you're not clear about something. Because that's why we created the technical session. It's for you to interact directly with your resource person. And some of you that are afraid to ask questions, ask it, even if the English, it's not our business. We know what you want to do. We have dealt with students, so we know. The important thing is that we want you to have this confidence of talking. The last place I went, what the priest said that, I told her that, let it be me that is the only woman amongst men talking. Oh, well, you go on there. Now you can do it just like a man, you know. And that is it. So don't even open your mouth to complain when they take decisions on your behalf. But if you come out and take decisions, I'm not equal. I won't get go after. Why if that's what we want. It will be a combination of people that have intellect to give out. Not also working and you don't do it like that. The world is no more like that. So that is actually one of the bases of what we're doing. Give you the confidence to be able to speak. That debate, we will see those that can talk. Quiz, we will see those that can answer questions. Remember that everything is time bound. You'll be losing score. But that doesn't mean that even if you fail in anything, that you're a failure. All it means is that you have not understood that thing. Go for that it doesn't really mean that. It just means that that information so that you'll be able to pass. At a point, you will leave that 0 to 2, 30%, 50%, 100%. So some of us started in primary without knowing anything. By the time we entered secondary and university, we were made. So that you start now and you're not passing does not mean you will be a failure for it. Unless you tell yourself you want to be a failure. You should tell yourself, I can do better. You should let you walk. You know first. You should let go. What's so fishy? Brain on you should have one and brain. You have one. Even if the brain is like this and your own like this, they are doing the same function. So it's just for you to discipline yourself and read. And once you read and understand, why won't you pass your exam? Why must you now depend on malpractice? Malpractice shows that you don't have any brain, no matter how you look at it. But when you write something you're confident, that memory, and I tell students that brain is like a book. All you need to do is read well, sleep well, do your activities. Once you ask yourself a question, the page will open. Once the page opens, you don't need to quote verbatim what you read, but you have an idea of what it means. If I say what is a book, you may not give me the definition of a book, but you will tell me it's a writing material. And that is it. What do you know about that topic? That's all that matters. Not do you know the function, the disadvantages. You must know a little bit of everything to make you a round person.
I, Ovidie Emmanuel, do solemnly swear that as the PMO of MKA Foundation Literacy Club, to honor and uphold the rules and regulations of the club, so help me God.
I, Emenike Victoria, do solemnly swear that as the Secretary of MKO Foundation Literacy Club, to honor and uphold the rules and regulations of the club, so help me God. I, Chukwu Chiamaka Favour, do solemnly swear that as the President of MKO Foundation Literacy Club, to honor and uphold the rules and regulations of the club, so help me God.
Thank you very much for attending today's workshop. This is about the second in the series, sponsored by the MKO Foundation. All time I had contact with the resource persons. I hope and I guess you gave a lot in the lectures. Today we arrived again for a second round of lectures under the auspices of the MKO Foundation. This is a literacy club, and without wasting much time, we shall take off to today's program of activities. These are the resource persons. You are welcome, resource persons.
Thank you, sir.
These are really resource persons. They are very, very resourceful. They are ready now to make use of their resourcefulness and add it their resources. Because as you learn from them, you will teach others. So you have to be very attentive, ask questions. Don't be afraid. When you don't understand anything they taught you, ask questions. They are very ready to answer your questions. So we are going ahead for today's lectures. No waste of time, no noise making, just be attentive. And make sure that you go home today happy that you have learned a lot from our resource persons. This will come very far away from Enugu, in your own interest. Why don't you do it the way it's supposed to be done, so that today will not go wasted? You have to show that you are better off than those people who did not participate in today's program. It is to our own interest. Our husbands shall welcome once more.
Thank you, sir.
Please, over to you. SP, please take us on the opening prayer. Let's go ahead.
Glory, Father.
The Son, the Holy Spirit, amen.
Our Father,
Who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth, as it is in heaven. Give us these days our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. Amen.
glory be to the Father, to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit.
As it was in the beginning, now shall be world without end. Amen.
Glory be to the Father, to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit.
As it was in the beginning, now shall be world without end. Amen.
Glory be to the Father, to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit.
As it was in the beginning, now shall be world without end.
Glory, Father.
And the Son and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Number 3 says that's my verb. We will say owing to her illness, meaning as a result of her illness. Owing to her illness, Mabel couldn't sit for the entrance examination. And then number 4 we have as the chairman was absent. We could say since the chairman was absent, but we will not put since as. It is the as that's called the second option. Since the chairman was absent and then as the chairman was absent, are the same. We are both correct. But the inclusion of as here makes the second option incorrect.
Right.
So in 5 we have Richard drove so fast that he almost fell into a ditch. So that is that.
You see the corrections?
Yes.
Yes. Make it careful.
It has already been advertised that we will be talking on common mistakes in English language. Then I must start immediately by telling us that this is a very wide topic and that it is just a little of it that we can do now. But of course, there will always be other opportunities for us to continue from where we have stopped today. And then the first aspect of common mistakes that I would like to talk about is verb conjugation. Can we all say verb conjugation?
Verb conjugation.
Good. Now we're going to examine how to conjugate verbs generally and then narrow it down to specific verbs within the limit of time that we have. I would like to begin by making a sentence. Someone says, she has done most of the assignments given to her in school last week. Perfect sentence. And then someone else trying to make a similar sentence says, what about Nduka? Have he done his own? Have he done his own? What about Nduka? She has done most of the assignments given to her in school last week. And you ask, what about Nduka? Have he? Now what is the difference between these two speakers? The first person understands the rule of grammatical concord. The rule of what?
Grammatical concord.
Take a look at this point. It says she has. It's a part of the rule we are talking about. When we say grammatical concord, we are trying to talk about how the subject of a sentence, in this case, a poem of Thomas Gray, an English poet called Thomas Gray, wrote this poem. Now, what we are to learn from this poem is how poets are able to store a lot of information in few lines. In our English language classes, we learn summary writing. Summary writing equips us to be able to say so much using very few words. There is no field of literature where we learn this more than in poetry. That is why we say that poetry makes the most economy of words. You can spend so many pages to write a drama to entertain your audience, or spend days writing a voluminous novel to tell a story. But that whole story can be told in 4 lines or in 10 lines. So the lines of poems can be so rich because poets are brought up, they train themselves to be able to say a lot, to know just the right word, the words they can use to be able to compress so much information in few lines. And then they are also able to do so because of the knowledge of what we call style. There was something I was going to say about style before that I didn't finish. You see, style, like I use hairdressing as an example, meaning that we all have our own styles. Style is our way of being something. There is an English word called idiolect. Idiolect. It is related to style. Idiolect means your way of speaking naturally, which you reflect in the way you write. If you have a good friend, someone that is very close to you, over time, that friend of yours will get used to your idiolect. So if you write something without your name, and somebody is reading it, somebody who is close to you will say, that is the kind of thing Chiamaka can write. Because he is used, or your friend is used to your way of using words, which is very distinct to you. In the drama, The Girls Are Not to Blame, written by Ola Rotimi, there is a proverb, and there are many proverbs. I'm talking about style. That's why I'm referring to that drama. Because the most important element of style in that drama is proverb. It is full of proverbs. in one of the proverbs, he says that because all lizards lie prostrate, lizards lie with their stomach on the ground, it becomes difficult for us to know which one is suffering from belly ache or stomach ache. That is a proverb. And in this proverb, he says a lot. He means that we all look beautiful in the daytime. We dress very well. We present the best of our manners to the people. Is it not true? But among these good people, you have criminals. Is it not true? Because we all look beautiful in daylight. We try to present the best part of ourselves to the public. We are able to hide the evil inside us. So nobody can look at us and say, this one is evil and this one is good, because we all look good. Now, that is a proverb. He has not said that man is a criminal, that man is a thief, but the proverb says it all without calling anybody a name.
Are you ready?
Yes.
You can see the board very well.
Yes.
Yes, we'll be starting with figures of speech. You know, you wrote English, am I right?
Yes.
And I added
Literature in English.
so we're talking about literature in English, not literature in French language. Are you aware?
Yes.
There's literature in French language. There's literature in Igbo language. You know all this?
Yes.
So any language you can ever think of has its own literature. Are you with me? And that is why there is no any particular language. Are you listening?
Yes, sir.
There is no any particular language that is superior to the other. Are you aware? Are you aware?
Yes.
Some of you may not believe this. The only difference is that in terms of English language, it has wider acceptability. There are more people that speak the language. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And that does not make it superior to Igbo language. Is that clear?
Yes.
So when we talk about literature in English, you have to know that it's not only in English, it's in Igbo, it's in Yoruba, it's in Hausa, it's in any language you can ever think of. Okay? And then when we say literature in English, it is different from English literature. Are you aware? English literature is any kind of writing at all that is done using the English language. Okay? But literature in English is an artistic kind of writing. A kind of writing that you enjoy its beauty. Not the kind of beauty you enjoy in a painted write-up or painted work. Are you with me?
Yeah.
But a kind of beauty you enjoy based on how language, expressions are made, how expressions are presented. Not just the normal way of talking, but an artistic way of talking. Are you with me? And then when you say artistic way of talking, then it's also an artistic way of writing. Are you with me? So I will explain that better. But one of the things that make literature in English interesting, and that makes it also not just a normal conventional way of you get that?
Yes, sir.
The tree is waving its hands. At night, the moon smiles at us. The singing of the bird
Woke me up. The question is this. Okay, now let me ask. This expression, is it grammatically correct? Huh? This expression, from what you know and what you are taught in English, is this expression grammatically correct?
No. Incorrect.
Some are not sure.
No.
Okay, it's correct, right?
No.
Okay. Is it correct? Why? Because that's the issue.
Because it cannot be decided.
It does not have hand.
Okay, it
Doesn't have a hand.
But that is correct.
from our knowledge of biology, in fact, from our knowledge of basic science, a tree does not make any noticeable movement. It makes movement, but not movement you can see with your naked eye. Am I right?
Yes.
It could be a geotropic movement. It could be a photosynthetic movement. It could be a, you know what they call it, photoperiodism, all those kind of movement that you cannot see with your what? Naked eyes.
Count it with our fingers to know whether they are up to 5. You know what a rose is? Yes?
Rose is a good girl.
Rose is a good girl. Alright. So you write Rose is.
Is it just?
She had minus.
And then there are 5 of our schools scored 4/5.
Yeah.
4/5. It's very nice. Thomas Elizabeth. Then Chinaza. And then Ben Chukwu Nathaniel. And then Emmanuel. And Chukwu Innocent.
Learn for all of you.
So, our top scorer, the only person who scored 5/5,
Hey.
is Okechukwu Daberechi.
Hey.
Please let me go around of
That's good.
Let's see.
I'll first of all thank God for making every one of us to be alive to learn of it and also bringing us here peacefully this day, because it is by His grace that we are not consumed. We also thank the organizers of this program, the MKO Foundation, that have made our dream to be their pursuit and also our future to be what they are talking about. We say, may the Lord bless them in Jesus' name. We also pray, we also thank our resource persons who have left whatever they are doing, they are supposed to do today, and come to this place to teach us, to enlighten us on things we have not heard about before, things that we don't know about, but now we can give we can tell some stories about those things. We can say something about the things they taught us. We say, may the Lord also bless them in Jesus' name. And we also promise that by the grace of God, we that have been taught, that we will try to put into practice, that we will not leave it to just pass by like a shadow, but we will, by the grace of God, make our potentials to come out from us and not just to die in us. May the Lord help us in Jesus' name. And also as they are going, as if such persons are going and every one of us, that the Lord should protect and guide them, that they should not have any problem on the way, that their way should be declared accident-free. In Jesus' name we have prayed. Amen.
On behalf of St. Mary Mission Secondary School, we wish to say a big thank you to the MKO Foundation. Good. We really appreciate it. We are happy. Good. We are concerned. Good. We thank you. And we pray that the Almighty God will bless you, give you more things, and you never lack. That's our prayer. Thank you.
Thank you. Clap for him.